this will be the last part of my tutorial. We are just going to learn about deformers. There are two types, which are the rotation deformer and warp deformers. Those two are different because they do different things. The rotation deformer obviously does rotation, and we can just like select the entire head, create a rotation deformer, head rotation, we can just call it that, and then we have this, and if we do that we can just spin it around like this. Yay! But of course that's not how we want to like actually move this, so you can hold down control, left click, drag it down, and now the head moves like this. And I should probably move it a bit higher so that way the neck doesn't disconnect. Of course I can just go wild however I like with it. Yeah, this is the fun part. You can just do this all day long. I swear, when I freaking made this, I just spun it around for 5 minutes straight. But anyway, first we're gonna select this head rotation, add parameters angle Z, and we're gonna rotate it and give it like some amount of rotation, 40. Let me think about how this is going to work. I don't want it to disconnect from the head. I'm gonna need to position this real carefully, don't I? I didn't design this smartly. So 30. Okay, 40 is never mind. Let's re-add the keyforms now, so that way it doesn't move like that. All right, and now you can just set this to be 40. Let's not. You usually set it on like 30 because the range only goes to 30, but I kind of want to give the head a bit more spin. So now we can do this. Yay! Anyways, that's done. I don't need to see that ever again. And yeah. After that, we can just like go with the entire body and use create a warp deformer, which we will cover the entire body, kind of. Give me a moment. We're gonna set it as like the root part and have it. Essentially, this is going to be movement X and movement Y for body Y and Z. So let's create 2x3. And I'm also going to create a nest of this. So this will be nested in this part. So if I move this, and if I move that, then that also gets moved along with it. You can see sort of the outline there, but yeah. We are going to put all of these in that area, which we can also do here, but I'm just being that guy, I guess. Head and body can go in the root. Heart. And so can the entire head too. Inside this warp deformer. And now what we are going to do is select this in part. And if we move it, we can do all of this. Oh, man. That's oh wait, I didn't fuse these together. Oh. Be right back. Anyway, now that's done and it doesn't do that weird motion now. Once we select this, which will be our this part right here, which is going to be our Y movement, we'll call it that, which yeah, we can do this now with it. This is absolutely goddamn cursed, and this is probably the best part of all of this Live2D stuff. You get to make the most cursed shit ever. Ah, man, I fucking love it. Take a look at how beautiful this is. This is what I live for. This is why I like making these models. Ah, man. I'm gonna send it in like a Discord real quick. But anyway, I don't want to like permanently disfigure him. We're gonna add this parameter to body Y, which is gonna be generally the up body motion. Might be a bit too high though. So something like this would be how we raise our body. I forgot to do the thing. That's gonna be like the most common mistake I'll ever make, honestly. Yeet. Goes up. Might have been too high. Might have been too high. Let's adjust that. Let's readjust that. Not too high, but just high enough, I guess. Moves up and down. Gotta move this down now. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Now we just select on this part right here. Z movement. And we just do like the same thing, except now with body Z. And because like we nested these things, how do I show this? Essentially, now that if we move this, then that also moves, which is neat and all that. But anyways, let's add some. We're gonna add deformers to the Z movement, and there's also different edit levels. This one allows for big, giant movements, like so. And we can just use that to easily make the leaning motion of our model here. Yep, that's how we're going to do that. And because we nested it again, rather than like having to do like every motion for like a single part, we can just do that and make it easier on ourselves. Didn't mean to make that invisible, but anyways, we're done with that. And yeah, basically for the deformers, you can just hold down Control in order to like sort of modify it, you know, change it around without actually affecting the art mesh. and you can just sort of drag it and do all sorts of that stuff. And there's also rotation deformer, which we'll only use for the head, but you can also use it for your legs, arms, hands. Of course, I'm too lazy to do that. So, now that I'm done with that, you guys basically have all the fucking tools that you need to do the rest of this. And honestly, that's really about it. That's the tutorial. Now you guys can essentially click off this video or watch me do my model in Timelapse, which it's not going to be quick. It's going to take a long time. We have to do like rotations and stuff. We have to add like a deformer to the hair, use like the hair move front, hair move side, hair move back, you know, that kind of stuff. And it's going to take a decently long time. It's a really, really tedious process, like I've said numerous times throughout my tutorial or walkthroughs. Same thing, really. And yeah, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm just gonna silently work on this and record myself doing it and make it easier on myself. All right, and yeah, have a good rest of your lives if you plan to just leave after watching this video, but otherwise, if you plan on turning, hope you guys see me for the next video. But otherwise, let's continue. And we are finally done with our Live2D model. I've added a little extra function where if I widen my eyes a little bit too much, it becomes like a surprise thing. I took the idea from another model that I once saw, so yeah. You can do models, they'll turn just like that. No issues whatsoever. Well, it still looks a bit wonky because I didn't really design my drawing to be really 3D. It's how I would probably draw my character within these angles, so it doesn't really look all rounded. That being said, I don't think many people will notice within like the actual experience of me using the model. So yeah, once I set up this model, it's really going to be just fine and dandy. Speaking of which, all these movements also follow. They're all a bit slightly off, but there's some gaps in between, but it's generally pretty perfect as is. Yeah, that's it. Once you've done all the rigging and stuff, you're essentially free. This is it. All your hard work. All finished, all done. And the only thing left to do is really have fun. All you have to do now is export it as a thing that allows you to you have to export for runtime as a MOC3 file, which we need to generate the texture atlas, which I haven't done yet. You just click on that and you'll create a texture atlas. Every texture that you drew will appear on the texture atlas right here, and you just click on click on OK, and then it saves. So now you can export for runtime as an MLC3 file. And you're essentially all done. Nothing else to it.